What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the ZON coming at you once again, man. And like I said, I'm here as promised, as advertised, baby. Bro, MK Legacy Collection has been out for going on 2 days now. Today's October 31st, 2025. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. Hope you guys enjoy. Be safe out there. Unfortunately, I gotta work later tonight at midnight. I still get to enjoy all the whole day and the whole evening, and I'll be here at the crib. I'm not really doing anything, so I'll be passing out candy to kids and all that come through, watching some horror movies, doing what I do, man, enjoying myself. But man, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is out. Have had it since launch. Got home yesterday at 8:30 in the well around 9 o'clock in the morning after I got out of work, and jumped right into it. What a game! Everything I could have ever hoped for is here, and so much more, man. It is such a great collection. Thank God Almighty, Jesus the Christ, bro, for this collection, man. It's Digital Eclipse providing it just as they did with the insanely amazing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection, and the same level of love, fanfare, and effort and care went into this, man. Such a great game, man. I'm not gonna ramble on much longer, man. This is just the intro to the video, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We diving right into some capture footage, my entire thoughts, reaction, review, everything on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection on that Nintendo Switch 2. God bless ya. Holla. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, about to dive into Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection on Nintendo Switch 2. A game I have been waiting for 3 decades, man. Straight up, no lie, man. Here you see Atari. We got Digital Eclipse, some of the same badasses that brought us Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. And of course, Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, who now own NetherRealm, Mortal Kombat, and all the like. Check out this intro. You've been chosen to represent Earth in Mortal Kombat. Be warned, although your souls are protected, your lives are not. Check out this title card, yo. Tell me this doesn't bring back memories of MK2 Arcade. Ooh! I'm ready to go, baby. Oh my god, the first time I booted this up, man, I lost my ever-loving mind, man. And I'm about to show you all the amazing content they packed into this collection for us. Mortal Kombat fans, you have been served well. So here you see play, the crypt, combat card, and options. These are some of the first options you get as soon as you turn the game on. We go into crypt, you got documentary, combatants, music player. Documentary is where you have all the behind the scenes stuff, man, like the videos, the pictures, the concept art. There are hours and hours of material in here. It's all awesome. I haven't even gone through all of it, and I'm already in love. So much goodness, man. Take you right back to the 90s. Also, when you got the combatant section there, you can go in and see all the different characters in the game and all the different games. You get to see a little bio on them and some backstory for what they were doing in each installment of the game. You got the music player, which allows you to just go in and vibe out to some of your favorite Mortal Kombat tunes, bro. You know I'm going in there to bump the Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat 1 soundtrack, the best soundtrack in the entire franchise. Straight up. I don't care what anybody says. But look at all this, man. You got videos, pictures. Check this out. You got the Mortal Kombat comic book, man. And you could open this bad boy up and go page by page and read through it, bro. This is so amazing, man. I remember having this. Oh my god, look at that. Bam. Page by page. Bam. So good, bro. So good. I cannot believe they did this, man. They didn't even have to go this hard. All they had to do was give us faithful representations of every game and we would have been good. But they just, like I said, Digital Eclipse, man, they go in there and they put the love and the care and the nurturing that these franchises deserve, man. Check this out. Look at all this behind the scenes goodness, man. This is back in the day. These are games that Ed Boon, John Tobias, and all of them were either responsible for or worked on or had some affiliation with in the companies they worked in before Mortal Kombat became Mortal Kombat. This is awesome stuff, bro. So here then we go, like I said, the combatants. We go in there. You can see all the characters, man, and you get sorted by game. Boom, Mortal Kombat 1. Those are the characters in Mortal Kombat 1. Go to Sub-Zero, click on them, boom, there's a bio. And it'll tell you everything about him through every installment. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero was his first appearance. Then Mortal Kombat 1. And you get to see what he was doing and what he was up to and what was going down with him and every character at every particular installment in the franchise, man. This is extra. This is overkill. This is amazing. And the redone music in the background, don't think I don't notice that, Digital Eclipse. Man, I appreciate y'all so much, man. I could tell these are gamers, man, that made this game. Look at that. Look at that Warrior Shrine in HD, bro. And here's, like I said, the music player. Every single game, every track, bro. Whatever you want. Man, I'm going to Sega Genesis, man. Straight up, bro. Straight up, man. That opening theme in Sega Genesis, that slaps, bro. It's even better than the arcade version, bro. Look at that. Everything, man. They just went above and beyond, man. So now I think we're about to dive into the game, man. And here you see all the different options. Offline, quick match, local communications. I'm happy to report on the Switch 2, the online is smooth as hell. I'm already 1-0. I got to play one match today. I didn't get to play any yesterday because it just wasn't working. It was working, but nobody was showing up. But now some people are showing up. But look at all these games, man. Everything. 32X, Game Gear, Game Boy, arcade versions. Everything, man. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate 3, Trilogy. WaveNet right there, version of Ultimate 3. Trilogy, Sub-Zero Mythologies. Everything. Even Special Forces is trash ass, and it is trash. I played a little bit of it for this video. Oh god, it's so bad. But it's all in here, bro. Let's go to the original 92 arcade, bro. Go into the settings, and you see some of the quality of life fixes they made. Unlimited rounder time, unlimited fatality time. I mean, that's just perfect, bro. For people who, you know, have trouble getting the inputs for the fatalities in, you just set that to unlimited, and it's unlimited. Look at that, bro. That poster, I remember seeing that poster in the arcades and in video game magazines when I was like 9, bro. Look at that, bro. Oh my god, they went in, bro. They went in. Let's get in this game, man. Let's jump up in MK1 1992, bro. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, I'm gonna go into the settings right quick and show you some extra settings they have. So you got the on-screen move list. I toggle that on, so I always have the moves on screen, so I don't have to like pause it. Here you have rewind mode, unlimited, like I said, fatality and round time. But you also have screen options. Make it a full screen, widescreen, original. You can turn a filter on, like a TV or TV curve, like a CRT old school TV, or just leave it without a filter. It's awesome, bro. And then you can put a border on it. I always leave the border on because it makes me feel like I'm playing the actual arcade cabinet. And here we go, man. Look at that, bro. The character select screen, a faithful 100% accurate representation of the original Mortal Kombat 1. Now in the palm of my hands. You know we going Sub-Zero all day. You know this. You know this. I don't know why y'all even question. And seeing this battle plan screen, oh my god, the nostalgia. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Again, you see the moves on my left hand of the screen. I have the on-screen move list. Very handy. If you notice, I have no filter on. This is just clean footage for the TV without no TV or TV curve filter. I toggled it on and off throughout the video so you guys can see the difference, but I just wanted to see it clean with no filter from the very beginning. And it just plays buttery smooth, man. The Switch Pro Controller is perfect, bro. Oh my god. Oh, yo, that is what defined an entire generation right there, bro. That fatality right there. You see the Warrior Shrine, got Sub-Zero and Liu Kang going at it, man. And you see the game is smooth, it's crisp, it moves quick, there's no lag. Again, like I said, I tried the online mode and it was buttery smooth, man. I played Mortal Kombat 2 online with some random there, and we went the distance, 3 rounds, and I ended up winning. Sub-Zero versus Jax. But yeah, man, here you see the pit, the original stage fatality, bro. I mean, there's so much nostalgia in this game, and there's a reason why this Mortal Kombat 1, the original, was the game I was the most excited to play once I got this collection. Here it is. Oh, the original, man. Because the original Mortal Kombat 1, there's just a beautiful, like I said in the last video, a beautiful simplicity to this game. 2 had it also. 2 was really good. 3, they added a combo system and all that, and the run button. It started getting a little bit more complex. It was still great, but this is just that beautiful one-on-one, just very simple, very basic fighting game that had a hell of a hook with the fatalities. I mean, the stages, the characters, the music, everything about this title is so memorable and so burned into our psyches, man. You got Toasty right there, baby. Oh man, God, bro, I love it, man. I love it, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing what they've done with this collection. So I just wanted to show off enough footage of different fights, different fatalities, different levels, different characters in each game, so you guys can see the games in action and see what the collection has to offer. Yeah, that never gets old, bro. You see, we got the Genesis version right there, Super Nintendo, all the versions. We're gonna go arcade versions first. So I'm gonna do Mortal Kombat 1 arcade. Now we're doing Mortal Kombat 2 arcade. We're gonna go through the arcade versions of every game, and then we're gonna jump into the other games. Look at the poster for Mortal Kombat 2, bro. God, man, if you're my age, you remember this, man. You remember this, and it just pulls at the heartstrings. Oh, God. That's so good. It hurts so good, they had to come back for seconds, baby. And thirds, and fourths, and fifths, and sixths. All the way down, baby. Got the intro, man. I mean, this is just a straight-up arcade version, bro. Faithfully recreated, faithfully ported over. Just epic, bro. Epic, epic. And it's so good to see after I've had the game for a while now and I've been playing it. I think I got like 6 or 7 hours into it so far. It's been great to see the like playing all the different versions of each game. You get to see all the little differences. Like you can see the difference between the arcade and the Genesis, or the arcade and the Super Nintendo. You get to see how close something like the 32X version of Mortal Kombat 2 got to the arcade. It's great to see all those little nuances and all that. So you got the character selection for Mortal Kombat 2. This is just iconic. We'll go into the settings right here, and we're going to turn the filter on now. So you see the TV filter. It makes it look more like the original picture you remember seeing back then. It's not as clean, but it actually makes them look better because now the pixelation and all that hides, like the filter hides some of the imperfections of the animation and the characters from the clear screen of no filter. You know what I'm saying? So you got Mortal Kombat 2 here. Much more ambitious, bigger sprites, more detailed characters, more special moves, more fatalities, more stages, more stage fatalities. I mean, they really just went above and beyond with the second one. And it's the one that most people consider their favorite of all time, is Mortal Kombat 2. So, I mean, I love this stage. The Combat Tomb. Boom! Get him! God, I remember the first time I saw it in the arcades, it surprised the hell out of me. And here you got the tower with the Shadow Priest floating in the background. I mean, there's such iconic stuff going down, bro. So yeah, again, Mortal Kombat 2 arcade, perfect port, perfect arcade version, smooth controlling. Here we got Liu Kang's dragon. Munch on him. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like the controls are buttery smooth. There's no input lag whatsoever. Everything has been ported over faithfully and just exactly how you remember it in the arcades. We're gonna jump into Mortal Kombat 3 arcade right quick. The opening screen. I'm playing this one with a filter also, so you can see the kind of little scan lines right there through the text. Oh my god, bro, the authenticity is just crazy. This is the one that introduced the run button, a combo system, so now it was a lot more intricate. The actual strikes and kicks that you could deliver. It wasn't just high punch, low punch, high kick, low kick. Now there was like elbows and slaps and all that. And you can see as we progress from Mortal Kombat 1 to 2 to 3, the graphics get better and better. As far as the detail on the character sprites, the movement, the animation is smoother. There's a lot more going on. The stages are more intricate, more detail in the background. Now, in Mortal Kombat 3 also introduced smashing through the roof like you just saw. You uppercut them hard enough, they go right through the roof, and we go into another level, another stage. So yeah, man, I mean, this is just amazing. It's a perfect arcade translation, bro. Every game I've played in this collection, and I played them all by now, every single one, even the handhelds, are perfectly faithful ports and representations of their originals, man. So this is the bee's knees, bro. This is literally perfect. Compactor, and it's so good to see Mortal Kombat back on a Nintendo console. I mean, we've had it for a while now with Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1, but it's just so good to see that this project, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, gets announced, and NetherRealm has the presence of mind to be like, you know what, bro? At the very beginning of our life and the very beginning of the life of Mortal Kombat, Nintendo was a big part of it. So we gotta put it on the Switch and the Switch 2. So here you can see they have the 4-player combat in Ultimate Mortal Kombat. I just wanted to show off that just so you can see it's available. I didn't have anybody to play with, so I couldn't really like go into it, but I wanted you to see that it's there. Look at the character selection, bro. Mortal Kombat Ultimate, bro. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This is like the word. It's this and Trilogy, where the arcade. Well, Trilogy never came out in the arcade, but you know what I'm saying. The arcade type of Mortal Kombat, the 2D fighter Mortal Kombat. It's where it reached its zenith and its peak. It's where it was just the crazy, super fast. You see how fast it's moving, the combos, the moves, it's craziness, bro. Remember, we were playing Mortal Kombat 1 a little while ago, and you saw on the move list that's on the left side of the screen, there was 2 moves per player. Look at this, you got 4, 5, and 6 for each player now. So they had just kept expanding and getting bigger and bigger. Right to the roof, man. I mean, it's just so epic to have all these games under one cartridge. In my case, in one file. You know, I downloaded it digitally. I will be double dipping and getting it physically, but I'm having a hard time deciding whether I'm gonna get it a second time again on the Switch as a cartridge, or if I'm gonna get it on the Series X as a disc. But either way, I will be double dipping to get the physical version, one way or the other. But I could not wait till December, bro. Once I knew October 30th was coming and that's when the game was scheduled to release, I was on there. And because I paid for it the day before it came out, I got 10% off. I got it for $44.99 instead of the full $49.99. So that's something. But as you can see, man, I mean, it's just super smooth, just super responsive. You got the insane difficulty that all these games are known for. I mean, you see me having an issue here, like, you know, as far as a struggle. Like, I'm having to fight my ass off just to get some victories. And most of these games, except for one, I put on extra easy. And look how hard it is, though. Because the Mortal Kombat games had just an insane difficulty spike. But it's part of the nostalgia. It's part of the game. But everything is there, bro. Fatalities, friendships, rivalities. Playing this online was amazing. Ah, the classic.
Finish it.
Good. Fatality. Boom. Right in the lava. So fire, bro. So fire, these games.
Fatality. Round 1.
Oh, you got my dog Nightwolf. Oh, I used to love this stage. I forgot. I think it's called the River. I used to love this stage. I was always wishing there was a stage fatality where you could knock him into the water and then a shark would get him or something, but that never happened. But yeah, man, this is just Mortal Kombat goodness, man. It's all in there, bro. Damn, bro, the hits are so brutal. I will say, bro, in Mortal Kombat 3, the fatalities, that's where they got cheesy. That's where they just got stupid. But it's still, you know, it's all in fun. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, look at instruction booklet and everything, bro. They have everything. They thought of everything. There's the PlayStation version. I had the N64 version coming up as a kid, because although the N64 was a superior console, Trilogy was a superior game on the PlayStation, because it had, as you see on the bottom of the screen, the 4 boss characters were playable. They weren't on the N64. And one of the issues the PlayStation version had was ridiculous loading times. I'm glad to say they got rid of all of that. It's streamlined, it's quick, it plays smooth. Like right here, it will be loading forever. And you're right into a fight. And Trilogy was my favorite of the 2D fighters because it was everybody and it was pretty much every stage. So it was cool to have characters like Rain and Smoke, who were never here, fighting in the courtyard when they were never in Mortal Kombat 1. It's so cool. And the fact that they replaced Shang Tsung with Shao Kahn on the throne is just epic. You got my dog Ermac. Telekinesis. Bro, so good. The only thing I didn't like about Trilogy is with the same thing that everybody dislikes is the aggressor meter. I thought it was pointless. It really did nothing. It just gave you shadows, really.
Wins. Fatality.
So good. Well, yeah, man. Trilogy was awesome, bro. Having every stage, every character. It was just amazing, bro. And the fact now that I have a version where I can play as the boss characters where I never could as a kid. Like here I'm playing as Kentaro. It's awesome, dude. So good. Fighting on the pit bottom. All the developers' heads are on the spikes, like Boone and Tobias are there. It's so good. The only thing about Trilogy is that it came out at a time where the 2D Mortal Kombats had really run their course. Like it was really getting stale. But the game, the concept, the execution, everything of it was amazing. Like I always say, Mortal Kombat Trilogy was Mortal Kombat Armageddon before Armageddon. because it was really the Armageddon of that time. Like everybody that had been in the series up until that point was in it. And here we're gonna jump into Sub-Zero Mythologies again, PlayStation version. So we're gonna get the cinematics that we never got to see on the N64.
You will fail.
Oh god, I used to love this game. As horrible as the controls were, I used to love this game. They did make a fix with the controls here for this version, where with the right joystick, whichever way you point the right joystick is how he turns around. So you don't have to press a button anymore for it. I mean, it's kind of the same as, you know, moving the joystick, but it just feels more natural. So that's a better, that's a little bit of a fix, so to speak, to the horrible turnaround button that they used to have. Oh, and here you see, I'm gonna use the rewind feature. So that's another quality of life fix. You know that I'm going to abuse, that everybody's going to abuse the rewind feature in Mortal Kombat Mythologies, because this game is just brutally hard. So that's, you got to see it, you got to see one of the benefits in action right there. And the good thing about this game was it was kind of like, had RPG elements, in the sense that as you go along and gain experience from performing combos and moves on your opponents, you start to unlock all of Sub-Zero's powers. Like you unlock the freeze, the ground slide, all that stuff as you go along. All his moves, you unlock them on a point system as you go along in the game. So boom, there you see I just unlocked the freeze. So now I can use his freeze. Bam, right there. Ugh, made the trap crush him right there. And now you get to your final fight of the first level. Boss fight with Scorpion. Now here it's real cool because if you, when it's over and it says finish him, you could either spare him and let him live, or you can kill him. And depending on what you do, the game works out differently later on down the line. So you know me, I'm a Sub-Zero fanatic, and dude, I'm always gonna kill Scorpion. As much as I love Scorpion, I'm Sub-Zero first. So I'm gonna, you know, a spine rip is coming like any moment now. Here it comes. Nope. Oh, so epic. Now you get your map. And you vamos. It was a really cool adventure game, man. It had a good story. It showed you the background lore of Sub-Zero before Mortal Kombat was ever a thing. It showed you how he ended up in the Mortal Kombat tournament. You know, you get the introduction of Quan Chi, which is a main villain throughout the franchise. This is the first time we ever saw him, even before Mortal Kombat 4.
Grandmaster, in honor of the Lin Kuei, I bring you this sacred.
Like, I don't remember if Mortal Kombat 4 came out before this or not, but in the in the timeline of the story, this is where Quan Chi shows up the first time, and there he is.
I see the ninja has been successful in retrieving my map.
Again, the voice acting is horrible, and the cinematics are corny, but it's so good to have them, bro. Because it definitely makes the game better, bro. I mean, again, I love Mythology Sub-Zero, and my experience with it was on the N64. But it's a better game when you have the cinematics telling you the story, the way the game was designed, instead of, you know, just stills and text.
Your peace of mind almost cost me this mission. Enough!
The bones of your arch nemesis and leader of Scorpion's ninja clan.
So here you get to see that Quan Chi is the one who really killed Scorpion's family and clan and all that. Scorpion for years had blamed Sub-Zero. It was Quan Chi.
And I've personally made certain that every last remnant of their clan has been eliminated forever.
You see, Sub-Zero.
And you can tell Sub-Zero ain't really down with it.
Trust the sorcerer sometimes.
It shows the way to a temple which predates man's recorded history on Earth.
But there's a lot of cameos in this game. You know, Raiden makes a cameo, Shang Tsung makes a cameo, Quan Chi's introduction, Serena's introduction. There's a lot of Fujin's introduced in this game, who's also a character in Mortal Kombat 4. So there's a lot of ties between this game that happened at the very beginning of the timeline and Mortal Kombat 4 that happened so much later, so much time down the line.
Earth, wind,
And you can tell if you notice on the sides of the screen, it's got like, you know, the holes for like little like speakers, like it's like a TV. So like you're playing it on a TV, like you would be back in the day, an old school TV. I love those touches, man. So here we go, second stage. We're in the Temple of the Elements. This is the wind part, so there's gonna be a lot of wind manipulation and using the wind to be able to progress. And you'll see here, I believe in this section I unlock his second power, which is the ground slide. There's a lot of platforming in this game, and that's what really killed it back in the day, is that the controls weren't good, and so platforming was a mission. And then if the controls aren't good and platforming is a mission, but you have a game that has a lot of platforming in it, you're setting up for a really, really difficult playthrough. So that's why I'm glad that they added that, the right stick. See, look, here I die again. Boom, rewind it. You know what I'm saying? They added that the right stick for turning around quick and the rewind feature, so that when things like that happen, you can just rewind it and continue going and find some way to complete the game, because this game was a mission back in the day. So you gotta use the wind to float up. I mean, the game is awesome in theory and on paper. It seems like an amazing game, but the execution of it was just not great, because they kept Sub-Zero's control set like a one-on-one fighter, and they really shouldn't. They should have changed it to like an adventure game, and then have sections where it becomes an actual like boss fight or whatever. Then you can get into that fighting mode or whatever. But they just chose to have his control set be like a fighting game control set, and that doesn't really lend itself to a 2D side-scrolling platformer. But there was mythologies. Here we're going to go into Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade. The first time that Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade has been released since its original release. Unless you're doing emulation, you got no way to play this game. There was no re-release or relaunching of this game. This is the first time that we have this, and it's just awesome, bro. This is the first time Mortal Kombat took a lunge or a dive into the 3D realm. At this point in time, fighters were becoming a lot more sophisticated graphically. They were stepping away from the 2D side-scrolling fighter to a three-dimensional plane, and being able to sidestep and, you know, walk around your opponents and be in a real 3D space. So this is Mortal Kombat's first attempt at it. As far as the 3D aspect goes, I mean, it's there, but it's not fully fledged out. They do a much better job in Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance is like this game was like the prototype for Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance was phenomenal, a 3D fighter. This was the beginning of it. While it doesn't succeed completely in the 3D, you know, the 3D, how can I say, the 3D side of things, it does. It's a great fighter. It's quick. It's fast. It's responsive. It's brutal. And the graphics are beautiful, especially for the time. I mean, this was revolutionary back then. So you're gonna see here, once I take care of Mr. John Carlson with my dog Sub-Zero, you're gonna see a 3D version of his classic spine rip fatality. Here it comes. Check this out, bro. Look at this. Oh god, so good. I love how the camera just goes around. The fatalities in this game, they did a really good job. There's some stupid ones, don't get me wrong. Everybody knows about Quan Chi's stupid ass giraffe neck stretch fatality. That was horrible. Even Ed Boon to this day says he can't believe that we shipped the game with that nonsense in there. But I mean, there's some really good fatalities, like Sub-Zero Scorpion turning into an actual giant scorpion was awesome. Liu Kang's dragon in 3D was great. There's some really good ones, man. But one thing you know in this game is you see me fighting Sonya a lot. It's because she kept just devouring me. And it's like around this time, Midway, because there was another room at that time, Ed Boon and the guys at Midway just felt like making the females impossible in their games. Kitana was a savage. Sonya's a savage. It's like ridiculous, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, you can tell the game is fast, responsive. The graphics are beautiful. There's no artifacting. There's no like issues that you would have. Like if you ran this on emulation, you might run into some issues here or there, depending on the settings and how you tweaked it. But this is just a perfect arcade port for the first time in history of Mortal Kombat 4, and now we own it. It's phenomenal. It's awesome. Stages were awesome, man. Look at the detail. Look at all the craziness happening in the background.
Scorpion wins.
So cool. they got. If you notice, this is the same first stage of Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. They made it a stage in Mortal Kombat 4, or it might be vice versa. This might have came out first, and then the Mythology Sub-Zero used this as their first stage. Either way, I love the continuity. Now, I love how the steam is rising off Sub-Zero because he's just cold all over. That's so cool. And that's the game over screen. So if you don't continue, check this out. It's so dope. Look at it. Ugh. So good. Alright, now we're going to jump into this train wreck that is Special Forces. I've never played it before. Playing it for this video was my first time playing it. There's not much footage of it because I only played it for a little while before I was like, Jesus Christ, I gotta be in the right type of mood to endure this train wreck. This was horrible. This was horrible. And it's a PlayStation version. It's the only version, really, because it didn't come out on 64. But I'll say, bro, like, I know people are going to be like, oh, it's because you're a Nintendo fan or something that. It's not that, bro. It's just, I'm just telling you honestly what my eyes see. PlayStation 1 games were so damn ugly. And, like, yeah, they tried to do 3D. They couldn't do it as good as the N64. But they tried to do 3D, and it was there, but there was still pixelation in the 3D, and you're gonna see that when I shoot my grenade launcher at somebody and there's an explosion, you're gonna see just straight up pixelation as the explosion happens, and it's just so jarring to see, because in N64 when there was explosions, there was no pixelation. You know, it was just an explosion. It's just got watch this, look at this. First of all, you can see the pixelation as the picture moves as I run around on the floor. You see that? Oh, well, watch this. Let me see if it's here when I blow somebody up and it's just like hard. Look at it. Look at the pixelation. God, the PlayStation games are so damn ugly, bro. Like, they did not age well. Now people say N64 games didn't age well. Dude, PlayStation games didn't age well. 64 games, yeah, you look at them today and it's like, wow, that's so primitive. But at least it was 3D and you can see where they were going for. PlayStation games are just an ugly mess. They're just an ugly polygonal mess. Like, how do you have polygons and pixelation happening at the same time? Like, you know, like as far as like explosions and lights and all that. It's just jarring. But yeah, this game was just god awful. Like, I played enough just to get some footage for you guys, so you guys can see that it's in the collection and this is the faithful representation of the game on PlayStation 1. But good lord, that pixelation, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, this game is just a steaming train wreck. The combat is just so clunky. I can't even tell what I'm doing. Like, I'm pressing attack buttons, but I really can't tell completely if they're kicks or punches or something in between. Because it's just so I don't know, it's like it's pixelated, it's zoomed out, it's not clear, it's just bad. So here we're going to jump into Mortal Kombat Advance on the Game Boy Advance. This game, you're going to just see a little bit of footage. As far as the handhelds, I only give you a little bit of footage just so you see that they're there. This game was insanely difficult. I just got wrecked every time I tried to play it. And part of the reason is because I really didn't understand the controls. Because remember, the Game Boy Advance only had 2 face buttons. And I'm playing on a controller with 4. So I was basically guessing. You know, I think I took some time to look at the controls at some point. But, I mean, graphically it's nice. But it moves way too fast. It skips way too many frames of animation. And it's like, again, the 2 face buttons for a game that's really designed around 4 to 5 face buttons, it's just not good. But, you know, it's there. The sprites are really small in comparison to the stage. Look how far away they start from each other at the beginning of the fight. Look at how far they are. So yeah, I mean, it's there. I tried to play it. I was obviously not, as you can tell, not very good. Because again, I could not understand the controller layout and the interface. I mean, I give them props because it looks. I mean, it's very ambitious. The colors are bright. You know, to have all these characters and have a combo system and all that. I mean, I give them kudos for that. But the system obviously can't handle it. It's skipping. Excuse me. It's skipping so many frames of animation that it's very hard to track and to keep up with your moves or what's even going on. Graphics are decent. I mean, they look really good as far as the sprites and the backgrounds and all that. But it's just you could just tell the system's having I mean, obviously not the Switch. I'm saying it was originally on the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance was having a hell of a time. I mean, look at that. We just blew through the roof, and it literally just like zapped us into that stage. There was no real transition because it's got to skip those frames because it can't process all of them.
Finish him.
If I recall, the Game Boy Advance was what a 16-bit system, or was it still 8-bit? I think it was 8-bit. I don't know. But here you have Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance on the Game Boy Advance. This is far better. This is basically a Deadly Alliance clone made for the Game Boy Advance. And I give them super props because there's a lot of ambition here. It's in 3D. You can literally sidestep just like you could in the original Deadly Alliance. But again, you can see the animation is very choppy. I mean, here they do a better job of masking it and making it feel at least somewhat smooth. You can tell they're cutting frames, but at least it's not so hard to track because they slowed everything down. Like you saw how slow his spear was when I just launched it. But it does look great. It plays good for what it is, and to have a 3D Mortal Kombat on a handheld console back then, a handheld console that's probably at the most 16 bits, when this game was originally designed for 128-bit systems like the GameCube and the Xbox and the PS2, that's amazing. It was fun to play. It was fun to check it out. It's fun to be able to go and check this type of title out, the handheld version. The fact that it exists and that I have it is super cool. The novelty of it. I can't really say much else, man. I mean, it's good. I mean, obviously, this is exactly how it ran on the original Game Boy Advance. Look at this fatality and everything. Pretty damn good, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. For such a limited hardware set, pretty damn good, man. I mean, look at this. It's scrolling in 3D. So I mean, that's pretty cool, man. But I'm not gonna lie, playing this just made me wish that they would have included the actual Deadly Alliance on here for PlayStation or GameCube instead of this. That would have been awesome because Deadly Alliance is one of my favorites, bro. Pull their brain out. Look at that.
Scorpion wins.
Pretty sick, man. Pretty sick. And last but not least, we're gonna go to it's Mortal Kombat. I forgot what this one's called. Whatever. It's the last one on the collection. I mean, there's Mortal Kombat Advance. There's Deadly Alliance on the Game Boy Advance. Oh, this Tournament Edition. Tournament Edition. To me, I don't really know much about this game. It looks like it's just like an ultimate version of Deadly Alliance for the Game Boy Advance. You got some extra characters. Same deal, 3D, same animation, same kind of control scheme. Looks really good, especially for a Game Boy Advance game. It's Mortal Kombat and Game Boy, bro. I mean, the fact that it's 3D, and you even got the drummers in the background. You could tell. I mean, they're skipping frames of animation, but come on, bro. This is the Game Boy Advance. The fact that they even included that detail is pretty freaking phenomenal. Blood stays on the ground just like in the original Deadly Alliance, so you know that it's taxing the memory of the handhelds so much. But they're doing it, bro, and it's working, bro, so that's dope. I'm not gonna lie. I just realized that now. I didn't realize it when I was playing. I'm realizing it now as I'm doing the voiceover for this video, and the fact that the blood stays on the ground is freaking crazy. Look at it. It's still there from round to round. That's hype. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty damn good. That's cool. Okay, I see you, Game Boy. Bro, like I said, bro, obviously I'm not gonna be going to these handheld versions very much. But from time to time, to just go, to have something different and something that I'm not that accustomed to have it as part of the collection, I mean, that's pretty dope, man. No, and the fact that Digital Eclipse was able to port all these games over so perfectly, with all their little nooks and crannies included, that's just crazy, bro. I'm so happy that this collection exists, bro. You got Johnny Cage fatality. Tear that out, and tear that out.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
It's pretty dope, man. I'm not gonna lie. So you got now we go about to battle Natara.
Round 1.
Again, very vibrant, very beautiful stages. I just cannot get over the fact that it's a 3D scrolling game in which you can sidestep in and out of the background plane and around your opponent on such a underpowered handheld. That's crazy that they pulled this off. And while I was playing it, I mean, yeah, again, the animation's choppy, so it's hard to get used to. But once you get in the swing of things, I mean, look at it. It's very responsive. I wasn't doing too bad. And this is my first time playing the game. Oh, you even got the markings in her wings. That's pretty dope, man. I could tell that this game pushed the Game Boy Advance to its absolute limits. To its absolute limits. There's like no way you're gonna tell me otherwise. Like, I'm surprised that people played this game and their Game Boy Advances weren't smoking in their hands. Shadows and everything, look at that. So yeah, man, I mean, now we're gonna go to the console versions, Sega Genesis. And this is the soundtrack, baby. This slaps. Oh my god. This is what I grew up with, bro. Oh. Oh my god. So hard, bro. This soundtrack slapped. We were like, oh, why did people go to the Genesis version over the Super Nintendo? Was it just the blood? Because the graphics weren't that good. Well, the graphics were decent. It was the music, bro. It was the music and the blood, bro. So we're gonna show up the Genesis version right now, man. This is the one I grew up on, bro. With that blood code ABACABB. But here you don't even have to put the code. Just enable blood and there it is. Ah, the sound effects, bro. Bah! Bah! Oh, and that's another thing I loved about the Sega Genesis version. Every stage had amazing music, but at the end of the fight, once the final hit happened, there was like the music would change and have like a little finale, like right here. Ding! You hear that? At the end of every fight, there was always like a little musical finale that just like put the exclamation mark on the fight. You'll hear it here too. Watch. Watch. As soon as this fight is over, oh my god, the music. Oh, bro, that is music to my ears, man. Oh man, this was it, bro. And yes, I'm not gonna lie, the Super Nintendo did have superior graphics. In Mortal Kombat 1, the graphics were better on the Super Nintendo, but they're not bad on the Sega Genesis. But the Sega Genesis just had everything, like the fatalities, the blood. Oh my god. Oh god, that just adds so much. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Super Nintendo had better graphics, and better sound. But the soundtrack was better on the Sega Genesis, hands down. The little finales, I love it. Oh, test your might. And the graphics were decent enough, and we had the blood and the fatalities, bro, which is what the game was like centered around. The hook of Mortal Kombat was the fatalities. Listen to the music in the pit, bro. Oh, so good. Oh. Bro, the Sega Genesis sound chip was putting in work, bro. Putting in work. Listen to that. Listen to that beauty. Oh god, it's so good. Then we're gonna jump into the Super Nintendo version, and you'll see what I mean, bro. The sound, overall sound is better, and the graphics are better. But the Super Nintendo was missing the blood. The soundtrack didn't bump the way the Genesis did, and the controls were super sluggish, bro. This game has some really laggy, bad controls, bro. Like, this music ain't bad either, but it ain't the Genesis, bro. Yeah, the graphics are beautiful, but it's so sluggish. Look how much difficulty I have pulling off Sub-Zero's ice. Yeah, I'm still trying to do it. I'm trying to do his slide, actually. His slide. It's just not coming out. And you'll see, boom, no blood but sweat. Sound effects are awesome. Graphics are great. The sprites are big, more detailed than the Genesis, but it's just no blood. And here's the alternate fatalities they created specifically for this version to not have any blood. You know, they changed Sub-Zero's entire fatality. I mean, it's decent. It's not bad. That's a pretty dope one, but it ain't the spine rip, bro. There was a lot more also vocal cues from the fighters on the Super Nintendo version. See, this stage is a lot more close to the arcade version graphically than it was on the Genesis. And the music's not bad either. But it's just, again, the controls just weighed down. Your fighter just felt like they weighed 1,000 pounds. Like when you try to jump or you try to like do something quick, it just does not register. Here, they changed Johnny Cage's fatality. He kicks right into the chest instead of knocking your head off. Because they didn't want to have any blood. This is Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo. Now here's where the Super Nintendo stepped it up and got it right. Genesis MK2 is good, but the Super Nintendo version of MK2 is the best 16-bit version. Here I'm playing with the TV filter, so you can tell in the picture. It looks so much like the look that we had back then. So you got the blood finally, and they got the sound effects, they got the music, they got the blood and the fatalities. Now the Super Nintendo is, no pun intended, playing with power. Very responsive. Controls were so much better from the first one to this one, as far as the Super Nintendo versions, that is. Here, I put the move list up so I can, you know, not have to pause. Boom, boom. And there you have it, man. That is my entire Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection review. My thoughts, my impressions, everything about the game, man. I've showed you guys more than a little footage. Video dragged on a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I really wanted to give y'all as much as I could as far as footage of every game. Obviously, I couldn't do every single game because there's more games than what I showed. But if I did every single game, we'd be there forever, man. So I just wanted to give you enough footage of the main versions of games that I think a lot of us grew up with and interacted with. And as you can see, man, they did a hell of a job. Faithfully ported, faithfully preserved. We have the entire, straight up, no pun intended, Mortal Kombat Legacy in video game form, as far as, you know, the origins of the franchise and all the main staple titles that brought us to where we are today with your Mortal Kombat 9s, 10, you know, X, 11, 1, all that. So, yeah, man, I mean, it was phenomenal, man. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I didn't really show a lot about any online footage because I didn't want to take even more time to dive to put to that than I had for the rest of the video. And I wasn't gonna do it because really, when I opened up the online options on the Switch 2, I was getting nobody. There was nobody in there, which was like really disappointing. And I was like, man, don't tell me that this is a Nintendo thing again, where the Nintendo fans aren't showing up and all that. But I can confirm to you guys, even though it's not on the video, I did test it again today, the next day, the day after launch, and I found a match within probably like 10-15 seconds. It loaded up. I found somebody on Mortal Kombat 2 Arcade, and I'm 1-0. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's smooth connection, plays buttery smooth, man. No complaints whatsoever, man. So it is functioning, and it looks like, I'm gonna check it out again later on today. It looks like it's hyping up. It's starting to build up, and people are starting to go in there. So that's a great thing, man. So yeah, man. But anyways, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Happy Halloween once again. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. It's the R to the double. Y'all in trouble. You know what's going on, man. Peace.